Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
You're watching South Asia Newsline, and at the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 14th of November. Celebrations erupt as PM Modi's alliance scores big win in Bihar election. Canada eyes fresh start in trade talks with India, says Minister Sidhu. And Pakistan accuses bombers in Islamabad blast were Afghan nationals. And now for all the details. Celebrations erupted across the Indian state of Bihar as Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bihar's Chief Minister Nitish Kumar led NDA coalition swept a landslide victory in the state's assembly elections. In the fierce political battle in Bihar, trends until 3 p.m. showed NDA comfortably leading on more than 200 seats in the 243-seat assembly. In a post on X, India's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party thanked the voters of Bihar for a resounding victory and promised for a stronger Bihar. The opposition, India bloc, on the other hand, trailed with merely 38 seats. The Bihar outcome is seen as a sharp reversal for PM Modi, who lost his parliamentary majority in last year's national elections and had to lean on allies to remain in power. The top leadership of both the ruling NDA and the opposition India bloc claimed that the increase in voter turnout went in their favour. As per ECI data, Bihar recorded a historic voter turnout of 67.13% in the two-phased elections held on November 6th and 11th, the highest since 1951. Most exit polls had predicted a clean sweep for the NDA. Indian security forces on Friday demolished the home of Dr. Umar Nabi, identified as the bomber behind the explosive laden car that detonated near Delhi's Red Fort this week. The attack has now claimed at least 13 lives. The Indian government has termed the November 10th blast a terror incident and vowed swift justice. Investigators say the module linked to Jaish-e-Mohammed and Ansar Ghazwat-ul-Hind was planning multi-city attacks using vehicle-borne IEDs. Authorities are probing all angles under stringent anti-terror laws, including possible links to earlier arrests of 7 men from Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's cabinet has directed agencies to identify and bring all collaborators and sponsors to justice urgently. Moving on. Canada and India are working to rebuild trade ties and explore new areas of cooperation after a 2-year chill, with Ottawa keen to restart trade negotiations under new process. Canada's Trade Minister Maninder Sidhu said on Thursday. Sidhu, on a 3-day visit to India, met Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal for what he described as a very productive ministerial dialogue focused on sectors including critical minerals, clean energy, agriculture, and artificial intelligence. Sidhu's visit marks a major high-level trade engagement since Canada paused negotiations for a broad trade pact in 2023 after relations soured when Ottawa accused New Delhi of involvement in the killing of Khalistani separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. India is a priority market for Canada, with two-way goods and services trade reaching about $31 billion in 2024, largely in Canada's favour due to its services exports of $16 billion.
Well, officially, I would call it discussions early in the process. I would say it's a new process because it's a new government, and I would be very open about that because things have changed globally, right? And you know, if you look at what's happening with India and some of the usual trading partners, a lot has shifted here as well. And so we're in a different environment, but it's important that we support each other.
Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi on Thursday said that the bombers involved in November 11th Islamabad suicide bombing have been identified as Afghans. Addressing a session of parliament, Naqvi claimed Afghan nationals carried out 2 suicide bombings in Pakistan this week, including one in capital Islamabad. The Tuesday suicide bombing near a police patrol outside a lower court in Islamabad killed 12 people and injured 27. Earlier, on November 10th, another bomber rammed an explosive-laden vehicle into the main gate of a military school in the South Waziristan district near the Afghan border, killing 3 people. There was, however, no immediate response from Kabul. Moving on. In Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, academic activity has come to a halt as university students continue their strike against steep fees hike and administrative failures. A report.
Students of University of Kashmir in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir have launched a full academic boycott after the administration announced a sudden 50 to 80% increase in various university fees. Student bodies say the hike violates Higher Education Commission guidelines, which cap annual fee increases at 10%. The protest is being led by the Jammu and Kashmir Students' Liberation Front, which hosted a joint meeting of all student organizations.
और यूनिवर्सिटी के जो सिंडिकेट है और एचईसी के जो रूल्स हैं हायर एजुकेशन के, उनके मुताबिक एनुअली जो फीसिस के अंदर जो बुनियादी फीसिस होती है, जो ट्यूशन फीस होती है, वो फीसिस में जो है वो 10% इजाफा किया जाता है। और ये इस रूल्स की खिलाफ वर्जी करते हुए यूनिवर्सिटी ने इस मरतबा जो है वो 40 से 50% जो है वो इजाफा कर दिया गया। अगर आप लॉ डिपार्टमेंट की देखें तो पिछले साल जो एडमिशन हुए थे वो 36,000 जो है वो एडमिशन फीस थी और इस मरतबा 64,000 जो है वो उसके अंदर इजाफा कर दिया गया। और 2 साल पहले की बुनियाद पे अगर आप देखें जब लॉ एडमिशन हो रहे थे तो 30,000 फीस थी और आज जो है वो 3 साल के बाद जो है वो 64,320 पे लॉ डिपार्टमेंट की फीस कर दी गई है, यानी 110% जो है वो 3 सालों के अंदर जो है वो इजाफा किया गया है।
Students say administrative negligence, lack of transparency, and repeated academic blunders have pushed them to the edge.
तो आज हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में हड़ताल है, ठीक है। हड़ताल के जो बेसिक्स आपने तो उनके अंदर सबसे पहले लोकल से बस फीसेस, ठीक है, जो बच्चे हॉस्टल्स में रह रहे हैं या इधर सिटी के अंदर रह रहे हैं उनसे 6-6 हज़ार रुपये उनके ऊपर आयद किया गया है, ठीक है, जो हॉस्टल्स वाले बच्चों के ऊपर नहीं बनना चाहिए। जो बच्चे किंग अब्दुल्ला कैंपस जाते हैं उन पे तो चले ठीक है, उनके पास ट्रांसपोर्ट कार्ड होना चाहिए। अगर इसका भी करना चाहिए तो इंतजामिया को ये चाहिए कि स्टूडेंट्स को स्टूडेंट कार्ड दें जो बच्चे ट्रांसपोर्ट का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। जो बच्चे अपने हॉस्टल में रह रहे हैं उनके लिए इस चीज़ का नहीं होना चाहिए। इसके बाद दीगर पॉलिसीज के अंदर आ जाता है, जैसे कि कुछ बच्चों के ऊपर उन्होंने इस तरह की पॉलिसीज आयद की हैं जो उन्होंने स्टूडेंट्स को नहीं बताई थी। अब तलबे इल्म 8वें सेमेस्टर में पहुंच के अपने जीपी की वजह से परेशान है, जिनकी वजह से उनको डिग्री नहीं मिल रही।
Moving on. The International Crimes Tribunal in Bangladesh has announced that it will deliver its verdict in the Crimes Against Humanity case against former PM Sheikh Hasina and 2 of her former top aides on November 17th. The date was set by a 3-member judicial panel. Security has been significantly tightened, particularly around government buildings in Dhaka and surrounding areas ahead of the verdict. Meanwhile, in an email interview to the BBC, Sheikh Hasina has denied committing crimes against humanity. Hasina claimed that the trial was set to deliver a preordained guilty verdict. Hasina said she had not been able to defend herself or appoint her own lawyers. Lawyers representing her had filed an urgent appeal to the UN raising serious fair trial and due process issues at the International Crimes Tribunal. The special court had concluded trial proceedings on 23rd of October. Prosecutors are seeking death penalty for Hasina if she is found guilty. Hasina's Awami League party remains banned while trials continue against the party and its former leaders. Dubbed as the ghost of the forest, a female black panther has become the center of attraction at the Central Zoo in Nepal. The black panther was rescued from the Ilam district on 2nd of September and has been kept for display since Wednesday. The black panther is, however, not a separate species. It's a common leopard whose coat appears completely black due to a genetic mutation known as melanism, marking its dark spots blend. Such black leopards are extremely rare in the wild. Previously, the zoo had another black panther rescued from Nuwakot in 1996, but it died in less than 2 weeks.
यङ फिमेल हो, हामीसँग लगभग चाहिँ 3 वर्षको अन्दाजी अनुमानको छ हैन। यो चाहिँ र यो चाहिँ उता पूर्वी इलामबाट चाहिँ हामीले रेस्क्यु गरेर लिएर आएको र यो हेर्दा यो चाहिँ एकदम कमनली चाहिँ देखिने चाहिँ होइन। अरू चितुवाहरू चाहिँ अब काठमाडौँमा अस्ति भर्खरै हामीले यहाँ पनि सुइसामेसीमा एउटा चितुवा रेस्क्यु गऱ्यौँ हैन। त्यो र यो प्रजाति चाहिँ एउटै हो, तर हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ फरक छ। यो कम्प्लिटली कालो छ, त्यो चाहिँ फरक छ अब अहिले चाहिँ रिसेन्टली चाहिँ लगभग धेरै समयको चाहिँ ग्यापमा चाहिँ यो चितुवा हाम्रोमा आइपुगेको छ
Okay, yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing something in this species of cat, and I feel like this is one of the most mesmerizing thing that I would ever witness. And yeah, it's a really rare thing to see something called black panther in the zoo. And yeah, I was really captivated, and it was something really, it blew my mind actually.
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.
Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.